Hello and welcome to this video on the KeyShot Web Viewer. Now if you have a KeyShot subscription license with the KeyShot Web extension, you will have access to this KeyShot Web Viewer. What the Web Viewer allows you to do is share your products and scenes with clients and colleagues using a URL link. So this means they do not need to have access to KeyShot itself plus any of your bit files. They can access your scene purely from that URL. If in your scene your model has different model variations or material variations, these can also be shown within that URL link. So you'll find the KeyShot Web Viewer in the ribbon along the bottom, and when you click on it, it will then connect to your KeyShot Cloud account where the files is then saved. Here you can then give your scene a name, as well as specify other assets that you may want included. If you would like your end user to be able to rotate the model around freely, plus toggle between all those model and material variations that you might have included, then make sure you leave the Add 3D Model option selected. And if you'd also like them to be able to view the model in augmented reality, make sure you tick to enable it on the iOS system so that the relevant USDZ file can be created. Other assets that you can include within here are rendered images and 360 turntables. With the rendered images, you can drag and drop this in from your folder system, but you can also specify to render the still images from the list of your cameras. What this will do is then go through that list and create those images that the end user will be able to toggle between in the URL. So you can also include a 360 file. Now these are created using the KeyShot XR option, also found in the ribbon at the bottom. This functionality is within the KeyShot Web extension. With the KeyShot XR, what it will do is it will create fully rendered images that can be manipulated via the end user's mouse as a turntable or a hemispherical. For this one, you need to have the 360 file. So if I browse my file system, I can locate that, and you'll find this file in the same folder as all the images that are created for this 360. Once I have all my assets into place, I can then upload that into my KeyShot drive. Whilst it is uploading, what it is doing is baking all the materials onto the product. The labels that you've applied will also come through on that URL. It will then also create any configurations it needs to, if there are any material variations within there, as well as creating the GLB and USDZ files for the ability to have it in augmented reality. Once it is uploaded, it will then provide you with a link to your KeyShot drive, which you can then copy and send to your clients or colleagues. When they click on that link, it will then open up in a web browser of their choice and download all the assets that you have made available. Once the model has uploaded into their scene, they'll be able to rotate the model around freely, as well as see any model or material variations that you have allowed. They'll also have access to any of the images that you've put on there, which they can toggle between, as well as a 360 view. And this is how you can use the KeyShot Web Viewer to show off your models and scenes via a URL link. Thank you for listening.